Kid Franny at the movies. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Okay, this is our second attempt at our first video. Have some editing problems, but this time I've got it covered. So try not to get high tech with the first episode. Probably not a good idea. Anyway, sure. All right, so this series is about the MCU leading up to Infinity War. So every week we're going to watch another Marvel movie and talk about it. And then by the time we finish, it will be time for Avengers Infinity War. So it's sort of a... Yay! So last week we actually finished Iron Man. We watched Iron Man last week. So like I said, this is our second attempt at making a video. So
Yes.
all right. So Iron Man, what did you think?
Most unforgettable.
Most unforgettable.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be the reward I would give it.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope so because we watched it last week, so you didn't forget about it. So
No, but I remember why I don't remember much of it the first time I saw it. So most of the time going through there, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, that happened. Oh, right, that guy. Anyway.
Yeah, that guy.
How about you? What do you think?
I've seen it a lot, so but watching that movie after going through all the other Marvel movies so far over the years, especially the last couple, like Ragnarok, Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming, and Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I like that one.
Yeah, but those movies are like, even by Marvel movie... trying to sit up here. Slouching too much. By Marvel movie standards, those movies are actually kind of goofy. Like goofier than even movies that came before it. A little bit more funny, a little bit more wacky. And I think I kind of forgot that the first Iron Man movie, it's a little dark.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, obviously, Robert Downey Jr. is still cracking jokes. Most of the dialogue is improvised, so he got to run wild with all the wackiness that he could actually provide. But, the movie starts with a caravan of soldiers getting...
Yeah, everyone dies there except for him.
Yeah, and then he gets, like, shrapnel in the chest, he's sitting there bleeding, and then it goes back to the time of the cave where he's getting surgery. Getting a car battery shoved into his chest, basically. And they torture him for a while. Yeah,
they're trying to take all that stuff out of him.
Yeah. Well, even when they're torturing him, you see them ducking his head in the water. And then you have, quick flashes of his battery short-circuiting.
Yeah.
So...
Didn't notice that the first time.
No. It's kind of brutal. But yeah, you get to see Jarvis again.
I like the music.
Yeah, he had a decent...
Very pumpy kind of, go get 'em kind of music.
Like the AC/DC music or like the actual original soundtrack music?
All of it.
All of it? Yeah, I can never remember Iron Man's theme, but whenever I hear it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Iron Man theme. Same thing with the Avengers. In fact, they've actually made videos on how forgettable Marvel music is.
Yeah.
Unless it's like the music that isn't original, like again, AC/DC being used, or the Guardians of the Galaxy movies have a lot of old pop songs, stuff like that is memorable, but the actual theme music is usually forgettable. But
it's just a very much a guy's kind of movie, and
it is.
He's very arrogant and annoying, and it's like, ugh, all right, that's why I don't like that movie. He's just annoying.
Oh, see, I think guys like that. I think guys want to.
Yeah, it's okay. You can like it.
Well,
it's fine.
I don't think I need your approval. Liking something. No, but
of course.
But no, I think every guy kind of has a little bit of that in him, or wants to have a little bit of. Every guy wants to have a little bit of Tony Stark inside him.
Really? That sounds kind of...
Yeah. So, but no, every guy kind of wants to be Tony Stark just a little bit, right?
Okay.
Like, you know, just like this funny guy.
You want to be like him?
Yeah. It's like this funny guy, and super smart.
Mm-hmm.
He has cars. Lots of very, very
I know,
nice
I
cars.
like his cars.
Lots of money. Super suit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So, charismatic.
Smooth.
Smooth.
Annoyingly smooth.
But see what? Yeah, we got to see Jarvis.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot about Jarvis. You know, he's Vision now, so it's
kind of odd to hear that voice in the computer.
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, he was a computer first. He's kind of snarkier in this one than he was in later movies. He actually kind of he was talking to Tony about being inconspicuous. He said,
and then he tells him to color it red.
The hot rod red. Yeah. Like, you know, blood right in, sir. Like,
that's your Jarvis impression?
That's my Jarvis.
Yeah?
Yeah, just needs work.
Yeah, it needs a little work.
And some people like Terrence Howard as James Rhodes.
Right.
Some people.
Right.
I
see when I saw it, I'm like, why is that guy there? Isn't it supposed to be the other guy?
Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that they replaced him.
Right.
I forgot that they were the same character.
Yeah. Well, he was only in that one movie, and you saw it a long time ago, so you forgot it. So.
It's supposed to be the same character, but they both play the characters completely different.
Yeah. Yeah. Because again, you can improvise in these movies, in the Iron Man movies. Jon Favreau and Robert Downey Jr. both really big fans of improv. And Terrence Howard doesn't really have that charisma, doesn't have that sense of humor to really kind of spar with Robert Downey Jr. So there's a lot of scenes where Robert Downey Jr. is kind of teasing him and giving him some crap, and he doesn't quite have the comebacks, you know?
He's not a bad actor. He just
not a bad actor at all. No.
He's just different.
Yeah. But Don Cheadle, which we'll talk about in later videos, but he's a funny guy. Even in interviews, he's kind of poppy and funny, and he kind of like give that snarkiness right back at him. So I kind of like that. One thing that always kind of bugged me, at least about Terrence Howard as James Rhodes, is that he's kind of a high-pitched voice.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it's kind of high. He doesn't sound like he could be a military man or a superhero. Like Don Cheadle kind of has a little bit more of a slightly more of a baritone in his voice, and Terrence Howard, his voice kind of goes up kind of high. So it always, I don't know why, but it always like struck me as like, not a very tough sounding guy. You know, not a tough looking guy either. He's kind of.
I just didn't notice.
Yeah. You know, I think about that. Where it's like, does this guy look like he could put on a suit of armor and blow things up? You know, and I don't know if Terrence Howard has that machismo about him. Machismo. Yeah.
Nice word.
So, all right. Oh, but yeah. Also, one other thing before. I was thinking about you see at the beginning of Iron Man that his parents died in a car wreck.
Right.
Of course, now having watched Winter Soldier, Civil War, and all those other movies, you're kind of like, oh yeah, and you kind of see how like there's these threads that you can kind of like trace back to like, oh yeah, that's gonna be important.
First movie.
Yeah. Coulson.
Yeah, we got to see Coulson there.
Yay. That was kind of weird, because, for one thing, he really is a side character in this movie. I liked him. When I first saw the movie, I liked him. A lot of people did, which is why he kept coming back. But, yeah, he shows up in 3-4 scenes, really.
He's very, like, stoic and...
He doesn't quite have that, like that leadership quality quite yet. His character doesn't, you know. A bit more patient. Whereas Coulson from the TV show, you know, he would put up with some of that stuff, you know, like Tony brushing him aside, or just kind of waiting patiently for Pepper Potts to come and talk to him. He probably would have like gone off and like had his team spy on the bad guy first, and then come back and.
You have to expect Melinda May to like come busting through.
Yeah, kind of just you know, she beats up the dude before he concocts his evil plan. Did that kind of run it for you? That knowing that the bad guy is actually the dude. He's like the reverse dude.
After you told me that it was the dude from the Big Lebowski, that's all I could see. It kind of ruined it for me. Yeah, because I'm like watching it. I'm like, oh no, it's not the dude. No, I'm like, where's his bathrobe and the White Russian, you know?
Expect him like,
what?
Like, Tony, where's my rug?
It really tied the room together. I need it back.
I would watch that movie.
Yeah?
Just the dude turning evil and like blowing stuff up just to get his rug back. That's a sequel.
I don't think the dude would blow things up.
Probably not.
No. That's very un-dude-like.
It is very un-dude, so...
any dudist would probably would agree with me.
Yeah. But he really is like the opposite of the dude. Like, he's rich, smart, bald.
True, complete opposite of the dude.
He's actually bald even.
Yeah,
Doesn't have
the
long
dude
hair.
has his long hair.
Has like a nice suit on.
Big bushy beard.
Yeah, it's like greedy, and it's all about like what he wants to do as opposed to just being a slacker.
Definitely. Or he could have taken the War Machine and been like, this ties the room together. I don't know. Could that be the new rug?
His armor?
Mm-hmm.
The Ironmonger? Mm. That's the suit's name, by the Ironmonger.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe he could put that in the middle of his huge apartment. So
maybe.
It pulls the room together.
Maybe. That is sort of the thing, though, the Marvel movies. The villains are just kind of there, usually.
Just there?
Some of the villains are really good, like Loki and stuff, but, like, you know. Like, the first villain of the Iron Man movies, like, oh.
Of course he's the bad guy.
Yeah, of course it's the bad guy. It's pretty obvious, but, like, it's just sort of like, he just... the bad guy. Mm-hmm. Like, in the comics, he actually has a very good story arc. Obviously, I can tell why they wouldn't do that, but... Yeah, but yeah, a lot of the villains are kind of forgettable, you know. So, but he did what he could with what he was given. Good actor, anyway.
All right.
So, yeah, the next movie we're gonna watch is The Incredible Hulk, a movie that
I've never seen.
A lot of people haven't seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it in the theater?
Oh yeah, it was in the theaters. But it's just sort of like the forgotten Marvel movie.
What year did it come out?
The same year as Iron Man, I believe.
Really?
2007? Or maybe like a year later. But fairly close. So.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So, we'll see you then. Peace.